Today I want to share with you guys another incredible property that we have dug up at the Homestead Accelerator course. Now, just a bit of a disclosure or disclaimer with the last one that we shared in Arizona. People had some comments about it, and good comments. You know, realistic. It's expensive. It had an HOA. But the reason we shared that property is because it's very anomalous as far as places in Arizona. It had trees, it had water, it had a decent amount of land. It's hard to find properties in the US, especially in Arizona, but New Mexico and Utah, and even up to, getting out of the Southwest into just the South or the Northwest, going to say towards Montana, Wyoming and whatnot. Those are difficult to find good properties in because it's a challenging climate. It's mostly a BSK or a BSH or variations of a desert climate. It's also a very low density population, which is actually a good thing. I live in a very low density populated area, and I like that to a certain degree. Sometimes you can be a little bit too sparse where you have a challenge getting resources. And so that's something to consider as well. But today I want to show you guys this property in northeastern Texas. Now, I don't know if this one's still for sale. We're sharing these properties weeks later than they're published in the Homestead Accelerator. And we're publishing up to 10. Sometimes we publish 12, 13. I think one week we've done maybe 14 or 15 properties. We're doing that every single week. And so this is just giving you a tiny taste of what we're producing and what we're digging up. But this property today is absolutely incredible. And it's in my favorite part of Texas, which is the northeastern corner. The reason I like that place in Texas is that there's less population there as far as Texas is concerned, because Texas is a very populated state. Dallas, Austin, Houston, these are huge cities, and they have huge sprawling areas around them. And so this property is out of that. And the climate in the sort of eastern side, especially the northeastern side of Texas, is very nice. It's cooler than many other parts of Texas in a good way. And there's more precipitation. It's green. You can look at a map of Texas on a topographic map using Google Earth, and you can see that, the whole western side of Texas is bone dry. It's hot and it's arid. And it gets into those B climates, which are the arid desert dry climates. And this part of Texas is not in there. Now, this property in particular is also a smaller acreage. Typically, we look for larger acreage. And I even tell people, if you want to really homestead and do a lot of stuff yourself, and we can't do it all, right? We do as much as we can. But the bigger the acreage you have, the better. Bigger acreage gives you more buffer, so you don't have visible neighbors. It gives you more resources if you have more trees on the property. More personal space that you can enjoy with your family or your children. Kids can adventure. And it gives you quiet, and it gives you a lot of privacy and privacy from roads and whatnot. So this property is absolutely incredible. This was during this week. This one came out for July 21st, I believe. And this one was my favorite pick of the week, not because, and I'll get into it more when you look at this review, but not because the house is okay, but this is a good deal, and this is a nice piece of land. A little smaller than I would like, but the way it's situated is very, very good, and it has a nice balance of vegetation and wildlife, and has a great pond. And the house actually isn't bad. It's not bad. So this is the kind of deal that I bought. Yeah, mind you, my acreage is larger, but it's a similar deal because the house is okay. It's not great. We were going to build another one, so it didn't matter to us what the house was. But similar situation here, and you look at the neighbors around. This is a really, really nice property. So enjoy this one. And if you guys want more information about the Homestead Accelerator, there'll be links in and around the video. Check those out. And so far, this program is fairly, we don't have tons of people in here because we can't really I don't know if we could handle hundreds of people in this program, because what we've been able to do is everybody who's in the program, you tell us what state you're looking in or where you're looking. We even have clients in Australia and Mexico, or people looking in Mexico, and Canada as well. You tell us where you're looking and we'll dig up properties in there. So for example, I think in this week we covered 4 different states. So some people in our program are in the same states and whatnot. So we publish places for you. So the program is a bit more intimate than say just taking a course, so we can onboard thousands of people and everybody can learn the techniques. But in this regard, we're finding them for you. And I just got off the phone last night with we've had 2 people in our program now that have purchased properties that we've shown them. And one thing that I can tell you that both parties have said is that the cost of the program is insignificant when you get served up a place that when you go to look at it is pretty much a sure bet. Of course, it's not a guarantee, but we've done a lot of the heavy lifting and the legwork to analyze these properties so that when you spend the time to go and view it, you're pretty damn close to being sure that this is going to be a winner. And that's what we do. We put the time in to look at everything, and then I come in with the finishing touch and I do the last analysis of it and really dive deeper. My team go and find properties. They'll look through 200 properties to get about 10 to me, and then I do the final review on those, and you get those in the form of email and they're all in a video form that you can just watch. So here's a sample of that, and again, there'll be more information about the program in the video. Okay. All right, so this is really cool. I gotta say to my team, really impressed how you guys did this week, is we've got 2 comparables. So this one here is going to be very comparable to the last, and then the first 2 Texas properties we looked at were very comparable to each other. So this is a cool opportunity to glean some information about expectations in Texas. So we're heading a little bit northwest, but we're still, where are we here? Okay, we're outside of the Dallas area. Okay, but up in that northeastern side of Texas, which is premium. And we're looking at 10 acres, 269,000. So comparing to our last, this is a little bit cheaper. House is a little bit smaller, you can see that. But the land size is similar, a little bit more land. We're in a zone 8A here. All the same growing conditions really. A little bit higher wind, 7.7 miles an hour wind. So, medium, high-ish. 47 inches of rain, a lot less rainfall here. 0.7 inches of snow. Community water and a pond is our water sources here. House built in 1990, 47 days on the market. Just came down 47,000. Whoa, they are wanting to sell. That's a really good sign. Welcome to the serene countryside retreat in Mount Vernon. As you drive up to the property, your eyes are immediately drawn to the picturesque stocked pond that graces the front. Set on just under 10 acres of land near Lake Cypress Springs, this home offers a tranquil escape with 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a spacious living area. Featuring a fireplace, comfort and relaxation await you inside. Step outside to the expansive back deck, which offers westerly views overlooking a neighboring pond, creating a peaceful and idyllic setting. You'll also find a carport and a large workshop with electricity. This home strikes the perfect balance between seclusion and convenience with nearby amenities, shopping, and dining options. And immerse yourself in the beauty of country living. Okay, I'm excited. Nice rancher style home. Some mobility, somebody with mobility challenges. That's nice if you have them. Holy, that's stunning. That's stunning. Wow. That's a really nice pond. My goodness. Wow. Look at that. Your neighbor's got a pond too, which is nice. Everybody's got a pond here. Wow. There's Mount Vernon. So there's power lines not too far from the property, but that's no risk to you whatsoever. Nice. Barn doors. This property is already winning on top of the last. Though, I might just pull it up in my other monitor here just to draw some comparables. Basement there. Yeah, this home is a lot nicer. I mean, I like the taste of it is better. The decor is far better for me. Yeah, there's no carpet. The place is last place. Here's the last place. Carpet in the bedrooms. Carpet upstairs. It was hardwood downstairs. So there's the land and all that. So just, yeah. Wow. The property is absolutely, I mean, it's okay. So here, we got a comparable. There's a drone shot there. Did they give us one here? No, but they gave us satellite photography. Yeah, this property was all right. I liked it. The soil there, it's a bit bare. It's dry. It doesn't get watered. The land here, just more trees. Get to the updated photo. Yeah. Wow. That pond is insane. Did we have a pond in the last one? Just jumping back real quick here. What was our situation again? Yeah. Yep. We had the lake water. We had the well. So there's no pond here. So the decor of this house is nicer. I think the square footage is a bit less. The topography is way nicer. That pond is incredible. We're not in the hurricane area here. Holy shit. This is, I would say, a smoking deal, folks. Just came down 47,269 grand. Holy shit. For a small acreage, this is very, very nice. It's a bit bigger than the last one, right? So, wow. This property is cheaper than the last one, but so far it looks better in every metric. It's got a bit more land, equivalent access and circulation, and I would say fairly equivalent in buildings and infrastructure outside of the home. Though this home is very nice. Like, I like this home, looks better to me. My eye. I like the rancher style than this kind of weird roof thing. Wow. It's quite the difference in, I mean, it must be the area. It must be priced to the area. I mean, perhaps this area is a little bit less desirable, but I mean, for me, not knowing anything about sort of the local Texas area, we're, I guess, yeah, we're just way further out of Dallas. Oh no, our last property was right down here. So, yeah, why are we so cheap up here? I mean, this is a premium area of Texas. I mean, this is unreal, folks. 269, and it just came down 47 grand. These guys want to sell. This is not. There's no pending. This is wide open. This is an absolute A+ property. Absolute A+ property. Look at that. That's like a fucking golf course. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised. Like, you don't. Yes, it's small, but this is done so well. This is done so well, and this is your zone 1. So all your gardens are going to go right outside the kitchen. You've got 1.2 acres right there. Holy shit, folks. Oh my goodness. If I had cash right now, I would buy this. If I wasn't building my own home right now, I would buy this in Texas. I'm not kidding you. This is insane. There's another 1 acre there. So you've got, I mean, shit. On 10 acres, you've got exactly what I like. Where I always say, you want about 5 acres to do all your primary homestead stuff. Just under 4 acres. And then you've got, look at that. You've got all this tree covering area to hide from the neighbors. He's also got some softwood shrubs there, cedar shrubs or something like that for privacy. Private drive. This is an absolute gem. This is an absolute insane gem. So this is my number one pick out of all those Texas properties, I'm telling you. And it's the cheapest one. Because this property, you can add so much value to. Like a guy like me, I could come in here if I wanted to invest in Texas real estate, which if I had money, I would. I could come in here and look at the food, water, energy, and shelter. I'd get the house off grid. You could do that easily with the roof because this is east facing, this is west facing, this is south facing. You could do all of solar right there. Boom, you're off grid. You could put food, water, energy, shelter. So food, no problem. You could an acre of garden space in here. You could have a greenhouse in there. No problem. Up here, orchards, fruit trees, whatever. No problem on the food front here to make this happen. Turn and burn. Water, it's got the pond. And what else did we say? We had community water. So you're tied into the grid water. Hey, that's okay. I wouldn't drink it. It's probably full of fluoride. Maybe it's not, but you could filter it regardless. And you've got your own pond source. With the amount of rain you get here, 47 inches, you can harvest so much water. And I would suspect, let's look through the years here. That's January. Oh no, so that's January. That's July, stocked full of water. April, March, December, yes. August, come on, what do we got? I bet you it's stocked. This place is absolute fucking gem. An absolute gem. Nice job to my team for finding this. Holy shit. Yeah, if one of you guys who's looking in Texas doesn't buy this, you're insane. This, you can tell the house needs updating, right? Like this, it's not that nice. This house is probably better, is more well kept, but it's really dated where I'd want to renovate it anyways. This is just, it's a little bit more of a blank slate, but this is really tasteful. So I wouldn't even change that. This bathroom is really nice. I mean, you don't really have to update. You might update the baseboards. You know, it's like, okay, it's a bit dark. It's not super nice, but you could renovate this place and make it really sweet. You could, because I'd want to, like the last place, I'd kind of want to renovate anyways because it's so dated. Like, it's just so dated. All those baseboards and trim. It's, to me, I would like that. The bathroom is just not nice. Land is not as nice here at all. Like this is, yes, you would update this to some degree, but maybe this looks fairly, like this is a nicer kitchen area to me than in this place, just because this is so dated that I would want to update it. So for 100,000 less, this property, well, not quite, 269. The last place is 314. The price just came down 47,000 on this. So these guys want to sell. You might even just come in at a lower offer. But anyways, just going back to this house. I mean, I like single level. I think there's a basement though, actually. Yeah, there is. This is a crazy, crazy deal, but the property is unreal. Like this kind of makes me sick that the equivalent of this in Canada, like especially in British Columbia, would be $1 million or more. This is incredible for this price point. Somebody should buy this property. I'd be really looking forward to hearing from you if you do. It's kind of the nicest part of Texas too. This is where I would want to be. You're the furthest out from all the big cities, but not that far out. If you want to drive to Dallas, it's not that far. You know, for me, as a Canadian, we travel fairly far to go to places. I mean, I would, yeah, this is incredible. And yeah, a guy like me could buy a property like this and add $1 million of value very quickly, because there's a market for that. There's a market for people who want homestead properties that are turn and burn. Anyways, but whether it's for yourself or you were going to flip it, you could come in, get this property in solar very easily. Your roof is perfect for it. You could add another building. You could add a greenhouse, garden infrastructure, so easy. Water infrastructure crushes. Neighbors are crushing too. They've all got ponds. There's water security and did the one neighbor have? That was the other place. But yeah, there's resilience out here. People are growing. There's that power line here, which is I don't think you'd ever have an issue of forest fires here, but if there was, that's a defendable thing. That's good. Yeah, this is an insane property, hands down my favorite when you factor in the value, the overall value. So you can't compare a $750,000 house like that one in Hallettsville to this, because that place in Hallettsville had way more infrastructure, had the big man cave, all that stuff, right? So you pay for that. But if you want to do your own thing, this is unreal. Sure could be bigger, but for a small acreage, it's laid out very well. Access, circulation, zones of use. The house is situated in the best place. The pond is in a fantastic place. One thing that's great about that pond and then this tree line is that gives you a whole other level of privacy, but security, in that you can see that clear area. When you're an eye shot or an ear shot from the windows of the house here, looking to the entrance of your driveway, you can always see somebody coming in. Defendable, right? It's because they can't see you with all the trees, but you can see them. So this property is a total gem. You're going to have to renovate, most likely, but insane bargain. If you guys liked that video and you want to see more about this, or you're interested in the Homestead Accelerator, there'll be a link in this video or down below. Check it out. See you in the next one.